Hi all, welcome to this MLS Team of the Season Predictions video. This one is going to be quite interesting in the sense of because we're basing off last season, but I suspect some of this season's form that started, I believe, may help play a little part in this. So if you can smash the links below, sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter, G is a legend. All the links are down below for posting the channel and social media links as always, and comment down below who you think will make an MLS Team of the Season, the objective cards, maybe League of Player and so forth. So we think 14 cards in all, as usual, as we've kind of covered for the small leagues. I'll get Latam up shortly as well. So team that I'm thinking of basing mostly off last season with a hint of this season. Guzan was the top clean sheets last season in the MLS, so I fancy his chances into the team. Ex-Aston Villa goalkeeper. Ratings obviously speculative, and same for stats, of course. It depends how they want to play about with it. Home, I feel quite confident about for NYCFC. Very impressive for what I've read defensively and as well attacking wise. So it could be a good Scandinavian shout for the MLS. Leerdam, another impressive option from what I've seen. Very quite a few assists this season, so that might help his cause. And hopefully he gets a good shout with like a strong nation, and like Seattle Sounders were very impressive generally, usually in the MLS anyway, so that should help their cause. Now Opara's a tricky one. He was probably a strong shout already for even potentially like player of the month if they kept going, if the league had still been going. Obviously he has a League SBC card which is 88 rated. Could he get a team of the season? On last season and this season's form, there is a shout. If they want to juice up the team of the season, there's probably in which they kind of have. They've kind of thrown some cards already that have been in for other things. They've gave them a boost, so I suspect Opara could kind of join that club, and you're going to juice them up even more. So he could be like 93, 94 rated, and could be closing in on that 99 pace stat, which could make him pretty insane. Midfield, we've gone with Pozuelo. Lots of goals, lots of assists. One of the most consistent players in the MLS last season. Kind of transferred well from Belgium over to the MLS, so fair play to him. And he always seems to get a special card like every FIFA, so this could be no different. Maxi Morales, last year he got a Player of the Month, which was like 84 rated. It was a fun throwback card to him of old. And this team of the season could be similar to that. I think was it FIFA 12 or 13 he got a team of the season, if memory serves right, and it was quite a fun little card, so this could be no different. Carlos Gil, the ex-Aston Villa mid, he looks another strong shout. I've tried to balance my options here, try to go not just like one team or that. I've kind of tried to look and see like who from like every team deserves a shout, and the Revolution definitely deserve one player, and I feel Gil kind of ticks that bracket. Rossi, who was very, very consistent last season in that front three with like Rossi and Vela, and like Rossi down the wing was providing a lot of assists, a lot of goals. He got like an inform, and he also obviously this year he got like a moment because he was based on his inform from last year. But I would assume he has a strong chance yet again, if they were to base off last season's form, to give him a team of the season. Now Nani is a tricky one as well. Like last season he was very, very impressive for Orlando City, and obviously if you're trying to sell packs, he's someone you want. Could he easily be a flashback SBC, say on like the Monday night for example, or Tuesday night or whatever, or just as the SBC player? He quite possibly could. Or I couldn't imagine being the League SBC player. I think they would make him attainable. They'd want to make him worthwhile to get for, as it were. So he'll either be in the main team this season as like say a 91 rated card, or he'll be the SBC player that drops from maybe say the Monday night instead of Odero, who we've went for potentially in the Monday night. It depends how they want to do it. Or all told, they could still even make him the objective player. Might make say right, we're going to make him fairly attainable, have a bit of fun. Then that would definitely make things a lot more interesting. But I feel Nani's going to get in some regards. There's like one of easily 3 ways I would suspect that he'll happen. Joseph Martinez, could he be given justice? This is the big question. I hope he will, because it would make weekend league feel a bit of fun I feel at least a little bit worthwhile. Like Joseph Martinez is the last couple of years has had some fun cards. Like especially last year, his Player of the Year was a little fun card. Like his Team of the Season Moments card, I remember got a chance to try it. I didn't really enjoy it. It wasn't as good as the the Player of the Year card. I really hope that they do him justice, like make him a worthwhile card. Like yes, his player month just now is like 86, and like he's consistent enough. Like his scoring form would put him as like 93, 94 rated anyway. So we're hoping that he's high enough rated that he is actually worth packing, as it were. And then Vela, no surprise really, he was like Player of the Year last year, just absolutely consistent in every regards, and I suspect him to be the highest rated player, possibly by some distance, or just possibly in general. 95 rated, I'd suspect, could be ticking off a lot of boxes in terms of like pace shooting, hopefully given a significant physical boost. It is also worth noting as well, if the Player of the Year cards that happened for when they usually do them the last couple, like 17, 18, 19, his Player of the Year could have easily been like say 88, 89 rated. Therefore the 95 would seem even more logical, but sadly it never materialised. Then for the free players that I've opted for, like say your objective and SBCs, we've gone with Ladero. He could be the SBC player, 90 rated. Like he has got an informed, so a +8 boost may or may not seem feasible. They may decide to put him into another department, as I said, maybe the main team, or maybe even as the objective player. But Ladero deserves a shout. Jody Morris is another. Jordan Morris, sorry, I was going to say Jody Morris used to play for Chelsea. Jordan Morris of as well is another strong shout. But there's plenty of players that, like, MLS is one of these leagues that there's definitely a lot of players that could sneak in some regards. League SBC player, Manotas, the Colombian striker for Houston Dynamo. He always seems to score tons and tons of goals. Never seems to get informed, never seems to get a special card. Let's do him some justice. He deserves a special card. I'm sure one year he had an inform. I'm sure just a bronze inform, but he deserves a special card this year. So let's give him some love in regards to that. And then my objective player is Pedro Santos. I'm surprised he got a downgrade actually. I'm really quite surprised in that. He went from a gold to a silver despite playing really, really good football. And I couldn't quite work that one out. So I thought, let's see what happens with it. But I thought Pedro Santos for the Columbus Crew is my kind of shout, and also he's a strong nation, so that's kind of why I kind of pondered them. I thought, let's go someone that's a strong nation, could do with a good boost, and has been playing well. And I thought Pedro Santos kind of ticked all those boxes. Like, if I was honest, MLS is another, like, the problem is it's like Liga NOS and Turkey. There's like, it's one of these leagues that you could easily find like 18, 20 players, and you say, why not just do 18 or 20 players rather than just 11? Like, if they, like, I don't mind when they've done like an SBC player, an objective player, and a League SBC player, but I feel like there's always room for a little bit more with the content that they've dropped. But if they were to do any flashback SBCs as well, they may, as I said, if they were to do like an SBC player, League SBC objective, and then say a flashback plus the 11, then it makes things a little bit more interesting. That's where Nani could fit into it. But I think Nani is the one. Nani, Opara, and Vela. If I'm honest, it's the three of them. It's like what range would be, but also in Nani and Opara's case, it's like in Nani's case especially, will he be given as an SBC objective, or will he actually make the full squad? Because it's going to be tricky regardless to kind of tell where they're going with it. But hopefully this gives you plenty of food for thought, folks. Let me know in the comments down below who you think will make the MLS team of the season, and hopefully we can get a good scoring form going again, because we've been pretty consistent with the small team season this year. But let me know what I said in the comments down below. Smash the like as always, sub to the channel if you're new, and I'll catch you all later.